I'm moving to the country. Gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country. Gonna eat a lot of peaches. Oh, what the? Like I'm having the worst problems with my freaking streaming software as of late. I think, all right, so I think I've got the Koska in the house. How you doing? And Kurt Koska in the house. How you doing, sister? Kurt in the house. How you doing, brother? So much of Kurt as of late. I rewatched that clip you did. Puts a smile on my face every time. We'll have to check that out. Anyway, I've been having a lot of problems with my Streamlabs, like Windows, and things keep getting like moved around, like on getting renamed and like doubled up, and I don't know what the hell's going on. I got a cough. So yesterday, appreciate Kurt hanging out and helping me. Kurt and I think it was at HS. Good news, HS, paying off some of his debt. Congratulations, bro. I'm proud of you. Anyway, I was working on my sound, man. What a freaking nightmare. I eventually, you know what I did? I guess I should have done this right away. I called Elgato support. Actually got through right away. So shout out to Elgato. I mean, they do make good products. They're not too expensive. I mean, I have the Elgato Wave. I have the Elgato Stream Deck. I have an Elgato Lite. They all work good. I don't have the Elgato mic. I have no idea. So anyone wanting to get into streaming, that's all good. You know what? I want to turn down. So you might have to turn it up on your end. Farnswoggle P. Horsetooth in the house. How you doing, brother? So support's a really, important thing to have with, in IT when it comes to a lot of things we sell. Support's a really big thing to have. So a shout out to Elgato. You're looking to get into any streaming podcast or just want to have good equipment, man, their support was great. Got through within like 3 minutes. This was at 7 o'clock PST. They have support 8 to 8. Hey, Elgato. So if you ever see me being sponsored by Elgato, I ain't sponsored by Elgato right now. So, it's going to be genuine. Anyway, I got through right away. It took about 2 to 3 minutes to get through a support engineer. The support engineer, it wasn't even directed specifically to, this particular product. It was just, I think, a generic support pool. This dude knew his stuff and he helped me fix it, no problem. We went through a couple settings. I had all those settings right. I think it took him an extra second to totally understand the problem. He's like, "Oh yeah, just go to your Streamlabs, do this, and that," and Bob's your uncle. It was just a setting. Me and Kurt and HS and whoever else hung out with us. We spent a long time just effing around with this software you see right here, just to get nowhere. So yeah. Long story short, I did. You know what we need to do? We need to act like I've done this before. So, actually, real quick, this is the clip Kurt got. That right there, I probably went back too far. So I was listening to this, and it might be quicker if I just do that. So I was listening to this house, and then it started blaring in my headphones, and you see that shock, and then I'm thinking you're grooving with me, and all right, Kurt's Jewel play, yeah, hell yeah, Jewel is off to the races right now. We got a lot of Defikingdoms news. We got Defira. Oh, you know what? You guys could probably hear both of those, huh? No, that's not playing, is it? Like, if that sound's not playing, I'm gonna be so frustrated. I thought I had it fixed. All right, let me close that. I'm not gonna. My OCD is not gonna take over here. I'm not gonna spend. Yeah, I can hear myself talk. That sucks. 1080p, baby. Retro in the house. Retro in the house. I can hear myself in the headphones. This is really weird. It's a little bit robot-y with sound, but very low. All right, let's get this dialed in for a second. Gonna eat a lot of peaches. Oh, it's in Chrome. Chrome. I'm getting copyrighted today. What's the level like? My voice compared to it? Come on, everyone, raise the roof. Come on. Get silly. Get silly. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. If you're not dancing right now, you suck. All right. Man, I got some energies this morning. I'm excited. We got that Mars AMA, DFKs up. How, dude, I'm so disappointed in everyone in this chat. Every single one of you. How, dude, like this is old news. We got some old news I want to cover. You know, I was watching Crime Crypto this morning. Yeah, retro. I was watching Crime Crypto this morning. That's where I go to get the alpha, and then I just come over here and repeat what he said and take all the credit. But where is it? You know what? I can kind of hear myself. I need to do that. All right. DFK tweets. I think is where I want to go. Dude, first of all, I want some of that. Man, I still feel like having my headphones on and hearing myself almost instantly. It's kind of like you know, it's still happening to me just because I was used to it for a few seconds. It's driving me nuts. All right. I want some of this merch, dude. I would buy this merch right freaking now. I mean, there would be a point where I wouldn't pay that much, but I'd pay $25 for a hat and another $25 for a shirt and then another. I would spend $100 right now for all four of those items. DFK, what's up? What's up, bros? What's up? What's up, bros? Dude, I mean, would you not? Come on, guys. I think they're just giving it away right now, but I don't know if they mentioned if there's gonna be a store or not, but I would get every single one of these. Every single one. Should both the rich and poor in California receive a $400 gas tax? No. No. Why? I don't. Like, let's go off the rails for a second. A gas tax. A gas tax rebate. So talk about mishandling of taxes. I mean, come on, dude. Like, no. California has got the most screwed up government on the planet. All right. Who is this? Is that what's his face? That rapper? Who is that? One of those famous rappers. I can't think of his name right now. Usher? No. Oh. He was on that show, Degrassi High, in a wheelchair, wasn't he? What's this dude's name? Come on, someone help me. I'm not doing anything until we get this figured out. Yeah, he's from Toronto, so I know that's who it is, but it's driving me nuts. I can't think of his name. I've liked a few of his songs. Drake, there we go. Thank you, Koska. Oh, I would have spent the rest of the morning until someone spoke up. Drake is happy. Drake's happy with the merch. All right. The ramp news, I was pretty excited about that. It's pretty big news. And then I went and checked it out. First, I was bummed out that you have to give them your email address. Guys, this is Web3. Piss off. And then I didn't even realize it until Retro pointed it out, and then Farnswoggle dude, are you kidding me? I think Harmony One was 13.5 cents, and they were trying to sell it to me for 17 cents. Hard pass on that. But that seems to be doing a little bit. DFK is partnering with Pocket. I mean, that's kind of cool, but Pocket hasn't really, still plenty of problems on the Harmony One network, even on Pocket. If we're being honest, now integrated with Synapse. Yeah, great, cool. I, I don't know if that Synapse is what I'm going to use. If I am going to use it, I ain't going to use it. I don't know, right? I guess we'll find out. I mean, I know there's Elk. Does Elk have Avalanche on it? Or right now is Synapse the only way to get from Harmony One to Avalanche? This is the news I'm disappointed in. Like, this was yesterday at 6:30 a.m. We were streaming yesterday. No one's talked about this. And then Climb talked about it in his video. And I'm like, how did this get overlooked? How did this get overlooked? Jewel is now, it says now supported. We're excited to announce that DFK will integrate. So this is a lie. It's not now supported. It's going to be supported in 6 more days. That Coinbase cold wallet, I've used that in the past. I don't know. I'm not sure what changes Coinbase wallet has made, because it's typically, it would use one of the dexes, 0x. I forget what dex it is. But and a lot of people don't know this. I've talked about it a couple times in the past. You don't necessarily have to go to MetaMask and something like Uniswap or SushiSwap to get a lot of these coins. You can use the Coinbase cold wallet, and then you can go over into your wallet and you can click on an item, and it's kind of hidden, but you can click, I think it's the 3 ellipses or something. I haven't done this in such a long time. I got a lot of engine over there. Man, I should have sold that a long time ago. Yeah, but there's like these 3 little more dots, and you can go to that and you can say buy or transfer. It would be like convert, and then it goes to a thing where you can. There's a lot of coins on here, like Card Starter, Polka Bridge, a lot of things that you might not be able to get on a DEX. And I forget which one it uses. I bought ApeCoin. I mean, you don't need this to do ApeCoin, but there's quite a few coins in there. But I thought it was all ERC20. So it's interesting. They're probably doing a wrap jewel. I'm assuming a wrap jewel on Ethereum is the only thing I can guess. I think it's on the 0x. Let me search if Jewel is in here yet. I'm sure it's not. There is a Jewel. I don't know that it's the same Jewel. I don't know. Anyway, that's exciting news. It's kind of a prelude to hopefully Jewel getting listed on Coinbase. People will just be able to buy Jewel. That could be pretty cool. DFK continues to do things. It looks like it's going to make it easier for people to get over and get into the game. That's going to be huge for the game. They continue to deliver. I'm really excited about that. I don't know if that was playing any music or anything. No, it was just a GIF. Good. All right, everyone. I need. There's not a lot of excitement going on. You know what? I'm not doing this move right now. Why is? Oh, my desktop's all. Oh, look at this. Are you kidding me? Why? I'm having such problems. I don't even know what to do. It's still. There we go. All right. I need to do. this. And then a little bit of that. And then I think, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. How is the video coming in? Looking good? Any buffering? A lot sharper image over there. Well, that's great. um, let's see. How's everyone doing? Let's get this going on like Stacy's mom. Uh-oh. I have we have a situation, boys and girls. 1 second. Code red. I have a direct message from my Rex in the house. It's fuzzy. Yeah, you know what? Is it fuzzy for anyone else? That sucks, man, because I think that's one of the reasons I downscaled it to 720. I was watching a stream and they said to do that. So is it fuzzy for anyone else? Son of a gun, guys. I got a direct message from my boss right now. I have no idea if something's on fire. It's a little early in the morning for something like that.
Option. But in recomp, we have
let's see what we got going on. Oh yeah, I was starting early because I started watching Meet Kevin was stream. Speaking of which, we were talking about in my Diamond Nuts and Psychology of Money group this morning. Oh, shut up about your stupid group, Meet Kevin. All right, let's see what we got going on. Let's get the sound off. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's better. Man, this sucks. I'm wondering if it's better to just do like, because that is fuzzy. I mean, now it's 1080p, but I mean that's not acceptable. I mean, the 720 downscaling was better, wasn't it? Guys, what do we do here? T Stout in the house. How you doing, brother? Looks fine to you. All right. Maybe it might be a little fuzzy to me because I'm uploading and downloading at the same time. Oh, you know what the problem could be? Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, auto. Let's go, baby. Maybe you need to do that too, Rex. Let's see if that clears it up. Maybe you're an idiot with me, Rex. Oh, good. It wasn't a message to me. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, no. There's a down situation. Well, this isn't looking any better yet. Greg in the house. How you doing, brother? There we go. It took a refresh. Is that what it took? I changed. Oh, wait. Now we're back to 720. Oh, 1080. It went to 1080. Yeah, that looks pretty freaking good. Who's that sexy guy? And let's get crazy. It is coming in and out, right? It is coming in and out. So I don't know. That's probably just my bandwidth. I wish I could get better bandwidth. I would do it in a second. You would think where I live, I'd be able to do that. All right, enough of this. Guys, just kind of keep me updated with this going forward. As long, I want to give you the best image possible. I want to give you the best sound possible. Does anyone know what the Martians provide on Colony? Hold on, let you get your glasses. All right, looks good to T-Stout. It doesn't get blurry on any T-Stout and retro. All right, there's some other stuff going on in DeFi Kingdoms. I think we covered it all. Let's see, now integrated. They're partnering with BitKey. I mean, this news is old. I didn't really notice this either. I've never used BitKey, but DFK's coming fast and coming hard for freaking Tranquil. This is going to be a lending platform, so this is pretty exciting. If we can do things like provider jewels collateral, I mean that's a pretty volatile. It could be a pretty volatile collateral, but that's pretty exciting. I don't know what DopeX. It's got a cool name though. Excited to partner with DopeX. What is DopeX? Eat a lot of peaches. You're welcome for having that earworm in your ear all day long. At least it's not Stacy's mom. Well, I guess I just put that one back in your head too. DopeX. That is cool. We're partnering with DopeX, but there's no links or anything to give any kind of indication what DopeX is. Yeah, exactly. What? Where's that DFK? Bullish. Jared, do you know what DopeX is? All right, what the F is DopeX? Dope. Hopefully XJewel is collateral. Yeah, that would be pretty tight. Decentralized. Ooh. What? What? The XJewel LP pair on yield on Crystal is on AVAX going to be wild. Agreed, Kurt. Agreed. I can't freaking wait. I don't like. My mind's spinning. Oh, we got about 12 minutes to the Mars AMA. Man, all right, so Utane, Jewel Rule, Dream. 111, y'all. Jewel rules everything around. That was terrible. Oh, that was terrible. Dislike, hit the dislike for that one. All right. Jewel is, yes, exit. Kiss my ass. Jewel is off to the races right now. Kurt says base, yep, Jewel, let's see, basically causing a supply shock on Jewel. And on AVAX, the sex will be to tie tongues with and this AVAX success will be tied to Jewel's success and a positive feedback. I agree. I think there's going to be a supply shock incoming. The price of Jewel is moving. We need a chart. Is Dex Screener the best place to look at that chart? What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin got up to a little over 43,000. I'll take a boring $1,000 move up every day. A boring Bitcoin 42,000 yesterday. A boring Bitcoin 42. Hell, it can even last a few days. Let's go up to 44,000. By the end of May, we're at like 80,000. Not gonna complain. Not gonna complain. I don't think Capo's chimed in as of late. He's still saying nothing's invalidated yet. Ethereum's over 3,000. Cardano. Cardano took some Viagra. It's looking pretty good. The next target, it's looking like it wants $1.16. It keeps going up a penny, like every hour or so. It's a lot of strength behind it. I'm not really sure why. I mean, I have a hard time believing it's just the Vassal news. There is TVL coming in. So the TVL continues to rise. If it continues to rise, obviously people are going to be putting Cardano into the TVL with Cardano and the other pair. So that's probably the biggest reason this is rising. Let's take a quick look at what the TVL is. We looked at it yesterday and it was 310 million. So we don't have to guess. So 6 million, another 6 million in the last 24 hours. If that continues to go like this, all I'm saying is I think Cardano's the best layer one, bar none. I know some of you agree with me. I know some of you disagree with me vehemently. Vehemently. I will say, all of you are smart enough to understand TVL go up, layer one go up. So if you think it doesn't take a genius, you can hate Cardano, you can love Cardano. It doesn't take a genius to see all signs point to Cardano continuing to go up and we don't even have some of the good stuff out there yet, like liquid finance and ADAA. And I think there's another one. So ADA is going to be a lending platform like Aave instead of AV. How do you spell Aave? Is it AVAA? It's ADAA. You get it. Anyway, it doesn't take a genius to understand what's a lending platform like Liquid. You don't even have to, as far as I understand, it stays in your wallet. Non-custodial lending. That's freaking revolutionary. So it doesn't take a genius to see TVL go up, ADA go up. So, and you can also stake your ADA and get a lot of cool things or yield farm it. This is like Harmony One in the early days when we were doing Sushi Swap and Viper Swap. I didn't spend a lot of time on Viper Swap. We did a little bit. That's when the channel was super baby. I know Retro came around that time. We were farming on Sushi, making some good coin, moved on to DFK, and things worked out really well. So I think there's a good opportunity. You just put a small bag over there, right? It keeps you engaged. You can learn the system and maybe that shit blows up. Maybe it blows up. What's the TVL and is Cardano? No. Actually, Viper had a Cardano, wrap Cardano, I believe. I don't think there's any real form of wrap Cardano right now. I would imagine that could change in the future. I don't know if that was a joke or if you were serious. What is the TVL of what? The TVL of Cardano is 316 million right now. I gotta look into why you are so bullish on Cardano. It seems like a total dumpster fire Stone Age blockchain to me, but I have not. Yeah, that's an easy conclusion for people to come to because this is a now world. Everyone's, they want most 99% of people in cryptocurrency are focused on how fast the crypto is, the momentum, and now, right? Like I want this now, I want that now, I want these games, I want these NFTs, I want these, robust markets. Cardano, you just hijack the chain and people are going to get pissed off. Cardano has one of the best blockchain minds on the planet, Charles Hoskinson. Very, very, very smart bro. He was initial member of the Ethereum development team. They have some of the greatest engineers on the planet. They have some of the greatest devs on the planet. Plutus application, there's a lot of things making it slow, but they're doing it slow and right versus, like, for example, Shetlana, that's like, we don't care. A lot of VC money. It works fast. It works great. Oh my goodness, we're down, right? Cardano's slow and steady. They've got, all right. So one of the things they do is they've peer-reviewed research papers by universities. It's a very long process. They put out what they want to do on the blockchain. They put it in research papers. It goes out to peer review. Has to be right. So it's a slower process. So they are adding all this technology to so it is slow. right now, but it's performing exactly as expected. So there's some big things this year coming out. It's going to be pipelining is going to be pretty big. There's going to be improvements to the Plutus application backend. That's the wallet, the wallet backend to work with the different smart contracting. They got input endorsers coming up. Should come out this year. That's going to be a big. So there's going to be huge improvements to this blockchain. A few other things. It uses the UTXO model like Bitcoin, and it uses smart contracts like Ethereum. Ethereum uses the accounting based system. The big downside there is transactions could flat out fail. So on the UTXO model, it's a bit different. It's like you send them, you over collateralize what you send them, and they send you back the change. So the transaction can't fail. You might not always get the expected outcome because it might have sold out or whatever, but the transaction will never fail. They got Hydra coming up that's going to scale it. So again, they're just going nice and slow. And then another thing they're doing that it's making it slow, but it's going to make it win out in the long run is their programming is, oh, I'm brain farting right now. They don't do, well, there's Solidity side chains, but it's bad when I can't remember Haskell. They do things in Haskell, and Haskell's taking longer for developers to learn, but it's a lot more secure. It's a lot easier to understand if the code's good. They have, systems in place so that you don't have bad code, buggy code, and they're going to have a certified app store to help protect you from, less chance. I mean, there's still going to be exploits here and there, but it's going to be less of a thing. I know I haven't even looked at the chat. I know some of the Harmonauts are getting a little restless right now. They want me to shut the F up about Cardano. But my told you so guns are locked and loaded. If you don't think Cardano won't see new all-time highs anytime in the near future, you're out of your freaking mind. Not financial advice. You're missing out on an excellent dip. Idiot invest go listen to Invest Answers instead. If you disagree with me, shut it off. I'm okay with that, right? If you don't like my flavor of tea, go listen to Invest Answers. He told you to sell Cardano at $2 and buy Solana, and he still won't shut up about Solana. He has to be a paid shill from Solana. Solana is a hot garbage mess. All right, enough about that. I'm joking because you were saying it doesn't take a genius. Retro is asking exactly the correct condition. When Cardano, yeah, no, they had a wrap Cardano on Viper Swap. I don't know if I doubt they still do. The natives are getting restless. All right. We are 1 minute away from the AMA. Real quickly, let's get that ready. Man, anyone? I need a sinus medication that shuts this down. I'm constantly. All right. One Defira, 20% discount is what it is from Wells to us. I call it redistribution. Here, retro. Not shaking me and retro out of Defira. I'm still up. After all this, like, I went to go check my TVL, and I thought maybe I'd be down a little bit, my LP. I'm like, man, everyone's like freaking out, la-di-da-di. Cardano, $1.16. Keep talking, Tom. Let's go up another penny. FIRA. Let's see. Enter. Get me excited. Here comes some Defira music. Let's get a copyright strike today. This will get it copyright. Man, I was on a roll. I need a who wants to move out and live with me and be my sound guy. I need a sound guy. I need someone. I need a maid. I need someone to make me lunch and dinner. Someone to wipe my ass. All right, son of a bitch. I'm on, dude. I was talking about Jewel. Let's see, Kurt. So about, yeah, so I was, all right, you know what? Son of a bitch. I was talking about how I thought I was up in the LP. I'm actually down. I'm not getting shaken out. Me and Retro aren't getting shaken out. So I'm down about $1,000 in my LP, but I made a ton of FIRA. So I'm still up overall. So Kurt asks, is it time to buy the dip? I don't hate the play. Problem is, I've got major FOMO on DFK right now. I think I'm looking for ways to get more money back into DFK. I think Jewel's going to go up. I have, excuse me, I have 297 Jewels. I want to go green eggs and ham day one and the Jewel X Jewel LP because we're going to be getting paid, guys. Day one, day two, we're going to be getting paid. So I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm going to buy some Jewel right now because I think it's going to continue to go up in price. I think I'm going to take a loan out. So 297, I have 509 Jewel. I have like $3,500 in Jewel. I have $3,500 in X Jewel. I need $3,500 in Jewel. I can farm some of that up for the next week. I'm gonna do this. This is not financial advice. Don't be doing dumb shit just because I'm doing it. Man, I'm gonna be working on my taxes, trying to get wrapped up my taxes this weekend too. Like if I had cash right now, I would probably be buying Jewel. So what I'm gonna do, eat a lot of peaches. Let's see, USDC 6%. Borrow APR. So I'm gonna borrow money on, I gotta provide, I've just been getting paid interest, so I need to do, what is this? Oh, they got Atom? You can do Atom over here now? That's freaking tight. That's tight as hell. Well, oh, and AVAX? What? Dude, we've been sleeping on Anchor. All right, provide, oh, this is my wrong wallet or something? Yeah, I'm on testnet. Yeah, they have been. Move to Texas with you. I don't hate that idea, Kurt. I really don't. You find a baller ass location. I don't hate that idea. I'm gonna need help moving. Like you wouldn't believe, but I don't hate that idea, brother. I really don't. All right. Although Anchor is on AVAX. Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. All right. I want to do this. Yeah, shut it. Shut it. Let's see, 3,500. My numlock works on some stuff and then it does on other, and then I gotta click it on one, and I do not want to borrow 35,000, 3,500. Let's go, boys and girls. I'm out of control. Anchor is on. Oh, I see what you're. I thought you were just making fun of me for because I just that dude. That's freaking dope. Is Anchor on Atom too? Well, Anchor promises Harmony One. I wouldn't if I were. I don't know if I were Anchor. Would I go to Harmony One now? That yeah, probably. Hell yeah, dude. Push the Terra button at the top. And no, I believe you. I misunderstood you. I thought you just meant you were telling me that happened after I just said it. All right, let's see how I'm doing. My page, I want to see 18%. I'm down with that. Nick Buck in the house. How you doing, brother? I was still DCing in the DeFi kingdom and it's pumping, guys. Chill out. You haven't. Wait, what did Nigel say? Let's see. At night. Nigel's not even in here. Did you mean where at Nigel? Yeah, where is Nigel? Sometimes he's around and he doesn't talk. Yeah, he definitely brings the spice, that's for sure. All right. I eat a lot of peaches. God damn it. Let's see is the AMA kicked off yet? I need to send that money over and buy some freaking jewel. I mean, you guys don't pump the price up on me yet, like Nick said, because I'm buying $3,500 in jewel and I'm putting at least $7,000 in the avax yield farm. And we're going to get some of that crystal, son. You're saying you're Nigel? That would be amazing if you were both Nigel and Retro and you had like two computers. What was that movie where that evil guy would do? Was it? Oh, you guys won't know. It's the one with Christian Slater and the dude from Greece, John Travolta, and they pilot a stealth jet, and then that evil, I can't remember his name. He would do like two keyboards at once. Phantom and Phantom Menace and Spider-Man. I don't even remember what Menace is. We looked at it a few times. It doesn't. All right. Well, what is the AMA started? Were we missing any alpha? Let's see. In 12 hours, we're having a chat. AMA chat. 51 messages. All right, let's see where we are. March 24th. As the AMA started, here's a good time, blah. Get your popcorn. It looks like they're running behind. Let's see. Nothing here yet. Or is it going to be a voice? AMA voice? I don't know if you guys, can we hear that? I'm not even hearing that. I wonder. Yeah, that's right. I mean, it looks like someone's talking. Is anyone else in that? Can they hear if someone's talking? That dude looks like he's talking. So, son of a bitch. This is right. Lottie. I wonder if I need to do, let's see, video and voice input. Elgato output. I think I bet I need to change something here. I think you need to go to the, yeah, I can't hear Discord, always has some funky. Oh, he's just tapping, so he's not saying anything. There's no sound right now. Let me know if someone's talking because it's annoying. I want to make sure. Let me know if anyone like, is this dude talking? But I think Retro's right. Let's see. Input, I think, is the same. Output would be wavelink. There.
Plans you can
There we
create your own
go.
build.
God
And you
dang
can
it.
enable other players.
Am
to
I
have
am I a
avatars,
stud or
but
what?
not afford land,
Can you hear
or
that?
don't want to buy land, go and play on your land, right? In that sense, you will be basically
Can you hear that?
allowing anyone else to go play there, and they can just jump, like, each player can play in different land, or they can play in multiple lands. For example, they finish playing on the first one, and they can just go back and just jump, to another one. So that can be handled, and we're gonna work on functionality to enable this. As for on the tangent of, as you mentioned, that on the documents they read, there was no notion that you will have to share income. So first of all, we are not saying like, okay, we take 50% of your income if you move into play to earn.
Price
what
is
we're
going
saying
back
is
up.
like, we would like to test with.
While we're listening to
let's say,
this, I'm
like,
gonna move
take
some money
percentage of
from
passive income
Anchor
and enable
to Harmony One. So if you've never seen that,
enable the
let's
play
enjoy
to
this
earn
AMA
model, right?
and watch a baller go to work.
Model, let's say, let's imagine like you're making, let's say, 10 colony from land. From 2 colony that you're earning, we enabling for that 2 colony play to earn model. And what you do there, you decide, okay, you want to share 20% of your revenue with people who don't have land, who can play in your land, and you back 80% of that. So in that sense, basically, you have controls over what percentage of revenue you share. And those users who come in on your land, they can also decide whether they want to play there or want to play elsewhere because someone else offering different commissions. So that's something that will be handled, and you will have controls over the how much you want to like share, right? As for the concept, like I guess the fact that
I'm gonna do a test amount.
Colony,
May I address
that? Yes, say yeah, sure.
So what happens if I choose to not, I do nothing, I just leave the lands there and I'm okay with collecting my CLNY. So what does that mean? That we now lose out on that 20%? Because I don't want to be
Nimrod in the house.
marketing
What's
against
Yuga
the
Labs,
rest
bro?
of Mars Colony in terms of who's offering a better rate or percentage off in order to play. And what was the need for them to, or for there to be a thought of that being a percentage of the CLNY? I mean, it's extremely easy to create a value token in the game, like the whole DFK gold thing, in which there's a completely separate economic that then could be tied back to CLNY for exchange or other purposes. But right now, I mean, for example, right, I bought over 50 land for my 78-year-old dad, right? And by the way, I'm just describing not a personal situation, even though I'm using it as an example. I'm describing a situation of which many people in Mars Colony have. So I bought the lands for him, and with investment money, understanding that for the next X amount of time until the CLNY production for that land ceases to happen, that he would have that income, obviously fluctuating with what CLNY converts to. Now, I'm going to have to tell him to start a marketing campaign and try to invite avatars on, etc. That should be an additional layer of enhanced benefits should he want to do that.
Yeah, got your point actually, and it makes sense. And of course, like, for example, if you just bought land, you don't want to go and just like go crazy and market it. And interesting proposal also about the value token, which you mentioned, right? We also thought about that too, like, what if there's gonna be another token that gives value to those users who play and earn? But in that case, like, think about it, right? That could be the case where that token become more popular than Colony, like, or Clooney, how you guys call it now. And basically the Colony that you earn becomes less in demand, right? So that's kind of like one of the a couple of things that are against that initiative. Although we thought about that too actually earlier. As for giving extra, there's one of the problems around giving extra Colony. Let's say there's another option that you earlier mentioned is why not just like generate extra Colony for users who play, right? You mentioned earlier this, yeah. Correct?
No, I'm not saying extra Colony at all. I understand that would have a direct impact on the colony's inflation, deflation, emission rate, etc.
Yes.
Right? And that is definitely not what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting that we have something that's completely separate. Almost every other GameFi platform that is successful has this concept. I don't want to mention Krabada again because everybody would go nuts here, but they do. DFK has it, right? In which you have a completely different thing. And I do not think that if the secondary token becomes more popular, of which it might actually very well be, because the
How do I find the UST address for MetaMask?
and why? Because it has a completely different tokenomics. CLNY is for the governance, for the lands, including extra future utility, like maybe DEX control, together with spaceship voyages, etc. So it will have a completely separate, almost regal or royal level of control, whereas the gaming token is literally used for the gaming.
Got it. That's actually a good point, and it's good we actually having this conversation today because this is when we can listen to you all, and this is where we can actually still like think together what is the best for the colony, for the Mars colony. So
I wasn't
do we have
asking
a
that in the
tokenomics
Discord.
problem? Are we in tokenomics? Do we have a tokenomics issue completely? Like, have you guys
how do I get
identified
UST
some area in which
for
we are going to be
Harmony?
in trouble with CLNY?
Well, from my end, I can just share before Father just gonna give idea on the tokenomics. But what I see personally is we have a problem with growing, right, colony. We have the fact that we have just a few thousand people that own land, right, and that creates a problem, that like scaling problem, right? Land becomes very, I would say, pricey, right, and not affordable for everyone else, and to earn and play. So that's why. One of the ideas that we have, and like not ideas, but directions, is to enable non-land owners play, right? And
That's a
the
boring
way
ass
to motivate
AMA.
them, to engage them, like we cannot just do like DFK like idea, just go give them XP or
right pain on
NFTs,
DFK or right pain on DEX
something monetary that has value too. So, and the colony here that works as a really good example, right? Which we can also reward players that we earlier mentioned, but. Again, this is from my side, from the user growth side. I think, Father, do you have any idea on the tokenomics side you want to mention?
Eugene, before we go to tokenomics, there's a million ways to solve what we just said, right? In any other platform, the people who own land. It's never, ever considered that somehow this land is going to be made available to people else than the people that bought the land. I mean, if you're telling me to give up my land right now that I paid for to somebody else, I mean, if you go to any other world, that is any other metaverse world, to give up the land, if you go to NFT worlds and you say, you bought the land, now give it up to somebody else. Now, if you say something like this, if you say that on the lands, buildings can be built, and the people that are coming in may be able to rent the land and build a building and create a source of income for themselves, then I could agree, or it's a thought that I could agree on. But if you say that the utility player that's coming in now should be able to somehow own the land, No, if he wants to own the land, he needs to gather his funds, gather his resources, go to the secondary market, and then buy the land there.
Yeah. Just let me recap here. I didn't mean that. Pardon. I didn't mean to say that players need to be able to, like, just anyone need to be able to buy land. I meant we need to. There should be proper level of motivation for the people who don't have land to join in colony, right? Join Mars colony. And the idea was here that if you provide proper monetary rewards to people who don't have land, let's say those like we enabling avatars right now, then they will be excited, they will be engaged, and they're going to be still keep playing, despite the fact that they don't have any pets.
Now the problem is, right? I don't know how much USD on my wallet. I got to do another test. There's another dollar down the drain.
I don't mean that we need to go and just allow anyone to buy land. Totally not that. I'm talking about bringing new players, and I think you guys are going to be more excited if you're going to have more players coming and building on your land, or like
definitely. I mean, there's no doubt about the players coming in a huge influx that will excite us, right? Mm-hmm. It's the mechanics of the land sharing and the earning. The earning, there's plenty of earning to be done. In another game, you can go and rent a resource, and you can make money off that resource, and you keep that money. But the owner of that resource is not ever being asked to give up that resource, or a portion of his earning of that resource goes to the player. The player's economic is completely separate. The only thing that he needs to do is rent the resource. Mm-hmm. So, for example, if we're dealing with tanks, you can come rent my tank, play the game, and keep the winnings. But I keep the rent.
Now don't make this mistake.
And you don't ask me
send
to sell
all your
the
UST.
tank.
You need some for gas.
If you want, you can gather the money that you got from playing, go to the secondary market, and buy it at market rates.
Totally. Yeah, and that's what we're aiming for. That's what we're aiming for. And I think we all have the same direction. It's just the way we're, the way we address
scary.
This. It's a little bit different from the one you're proposing, but I do like your idea a lot. So how about we just, continue this conversation and just bring more people from community right now, just to hear up more ideas here. What do you think?
Real quick, I think Father he wants to address the question as well.
Father.
Sure.
Hey guys, I just want to make a quick comment, simply because, we're just going around the same things. I got the concern, and it makes sense that it wasn't announced in the beginning, so I agree with the comments. And the solutions here I see is that, if that's a critical moment when all landlords has own opinion, we will just go with the voting, and as a development team, we will offer solution either we split. In my mind right now there is several solutions that can be implemented, which already mentioned. Either splitting the revenue of colony share generating, either creating second token, either minting new colonies and increasing inflation. So I think all these three questions should be bring on the public voting, and I personally want to allow only landlords
think
to
I'm
vote
bullish,
on this,
Jewel,
because
guys?
it's directly related to their interest. And then whatever landlord decide, this kind of economic will be implemented. So the initial idea to let this project grow by the active landlords, and Crypto T, by bringing these concerns, you kind of I assume it's not only your
Colombia?
Right concern. It's many people asking about this, and then
Texas?
You're just saying it publicly.
Jason,
if that's the
house.
point,
How you doing, brother?
let's just go with voting, and then done, and we just move on.
Probably get some good cocaine while you're down there.
In general, any kind of question,
you didn't miss shit,
which
Jason.
we are adopting.
I bought $3,500 in Jewel.
We're not on the same side, we just should always go by voting. That's idea of Mars colony and fair, democracy and decentralization. Yeah, thanks.
Are you WTF my Jewel buyer, or the fact
Perfect.
that I
Thanks,
said
Father.
you can get good cocaine?
Yeah, so then sort of latching onto that idea, that's basically confirmation of what I've been trying to communicate recently, which is that we're here to find alternatives. We're here to discuss the proposal. We're here to figure out sort of what are we going to vote on today. Which direction are we going to take things? I'm not even going to put this one up. And so I just want to reiterate to everybody and add to what Father's saying. Matters. That the whole point of having this call is so that everyone can be sort of involved in the discussion making around this. There's not really a way to like it's been suggested shortly after the announcement, for example, people are like, you should have talked to
it's coming,
us
buddy.
First
you can get it. You're going to be able to get it on the wallet.
Well, I mean, frankly,
and I think it's going to come to it might.
The whole point here is to
because these exchanges
get
love
everybody
those gaming
involved.
coins.
If there's a select group of people that we announce it to first, everybody wants to be in that group.
Mars Colony could be pushing for something like that too later.
Just to kind of
put, I don't know, bro.
Timing
I don't know who the
timing of the announcement conversation to bed. Just wanted to remind everybody that that's kind of what we're doing here. I will say, offer a suggestion about a secondary token. Keep in mind when we're talking about resources. So as we're exploring solutions,
they're all Russian and Ukrainian.
A couple of really good ideas have been thrown out before, like a secondary token that isn't colony, or adding resources or items for avatars. These are all ideas that are at the very least should eventually be implemented into Mars, regardless of what direction we decide to take as a community with the missions rewards. However, keep in mind that resources will take time to make useful in game. And so if we do decide on, for example, no monetary rewards and keeping them resources that users can sell in game, for example, was one suggestion. People will just immediately sell all those resources for colony until those things are useful a couple of months down the line, because we have to build a game that actually needs resources, right? So there are stages to the process that we'll have to go through, and we need to be cognizant of all of them. And then with a secondary token, it's a similar thing. We're going to have to also discuss how do we make that secondary token useful in game, and how long will that take? Because in the meantime, what's going to happen if you just introduce a secondary token, for example, like DFK, let's call it gold for shits and giggles. If there's no way to use that gold in game initially, people are just going to sell that gold immediately for colony. So we also have to think, in addition to sort of what are we going to reward users with, let's also discuss sort of the framework of what we need to build in game to make that desirable, and then sort of what a timeline could look for getting that done, because it could be a couple of months on the development timeline. So we'll just have to keep those conversations open. T, you're welcome to stay up here, and if you have other questions,
can I move the price of Jewel
or suggestions, ask them as well. But I want to give Jam a chance to speak, since he's been waiting for quite a while.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yep, there we go.
Yeah. So I just wanted to chime in. I've been watching what's been going on the forums and the past couple of days, and what I'm seeing as a bit of a common theme is that concern about colony.
This guy doesn't sound Russian or Ukrainian.
Not having enough use cases. The avatars.
Leah Gushka definitely. Nikita definitely.
While I do agree with that,
McFather.
I do think that
is he the one that brought back the McRib?
At the end of the day, colony doesn't have enough utility at this point in time.
Duh.
I think we need to emphasize
George
what
Costanza's
the future
in here.
use cases will be for colony.
And is that the dude from Orange County Choppers?
In some of the discussions that we've had,
Casca's in the house.
Avatars, initially being just profile photos or profile pictures, is fine.
It's a balling project, Retro. I know you're feeling that FOMO.
Schedule for the plot owners.
Jay fine. Wiley in the house. How you doing,
but
brother?
What we can do is basically outline for missions that the avatars can go on missions, earn experience points.
George Costanza.
And the experience point can be, this is just an example.
This has got to be the most boring AMA ever.
Experience point can be
a nothing burger. They haven't told us shit.
Speed up, as they level up.
Someone's in that Gopher project.
How they
I'm having more fun looking at avatars listening to this snooze fest.
The
Hell yeah,
the
we already
ability to
talked
craft
about most of
items
it, including the fact I
and
just bought
items like
$3,500 in Jewel, Jay Wiley.
buffs for plots, so to
Oh,
protect
it
against
brought you
worm
out?
attacks
Hell
or
yeah, bro. Hell
attacks
yeah.
from rival
Welcome to the
guilds or something
channel.
like that.
We
That
love us
the
some
plot
DFK
owners
around here.
with their passively generated colony would want to buy
We got a
from the
Win
avatars.
Lambo. Who is that? Is that
And essentially,
Doogie
the
Howser?
colony could be used
Or is that
to
actually his picture? It kind of looked like
purchase
Doogie Howser.
multipliers for the avatars to
Boring.
generate experience points faster.
You can level
So
up your
essentially,
avatar.
creating a loop where the avatars are needed by the plot owners
Adam,
to
technical AMA is more boring. I bet.
to craft items.
Oh, you're gonna make
and
Farnswoggle
the plot owners would pay
a little
the
upset.
avatars,
You're gonna trigger Farnswoggle.
and the avatars selling
We got a cosmic
their
wizard in the house.
crafted items to the plot owners. Basically, it gives this use of
Yeah,
both the
we're on
colony,
the fence on
the
it's looking
avatars
like a
need the
rug.
plot owners.
It's definitely
the
looking
plot
like
owners
a
need
rug.
the avatars, and that's one way that
No,
instead
they
of
haven't yet,
basically
as
just
far as I know. Let's see what if there's
avatars
anything in the AMA
getting
chat.
colony and dumping, that they would actually put it back into the system.
Yeah.
So that was just one idea that I had, or from discussing it with other people on the forum, that would give another use to colony. And I just thought that that's one way to
Rex in
avoid
the house.
the dumping,
Nostradamus
but also
in the
not
house.
take away from the passive land emissions.
You know
and
Rex gonna be
gives
in that house.
the ecosystem
You
a way
snooze
to
on Kazo. I didn't
actually
even know they had them.
thrive
I would
and
imagine
bring
they're
in
pretty freaking boring.
new players, as opposed to taking
Rampage,
away.
Rampage Jackson.
Is
Is there anyone famous in the house
seemingly
here?
taking away from the land and plot owners, because plot owners are the ones who took the risks in the beginning, and the avatar,
That
the buyers
Sebastian
of the avatars
Manikowski, or how do you
are not taking as big of a
Sebastian
risk as the plot owners did
Majikuski? What's
by
his name?
getting
That
into the
funny
game
comedian?
earlier. So that
Manikowski.
was just an idea that I had.
All right. Now
I would like
this
to
AMA
comment on
is
that.
just like this is an idea I have.
Thanks.
Oh
a
no!
lot.
Come on, we went.
We actually worked on that.
Oh, that was a guy asking
and
a
some
question.
sort of the idea around utilizing further the XP points by upgrading avatars, by giving buffs or debuffs based on your profession, and then essentially giving value to the users.
Buffs and debuffs. Are we going to be able to fight each other? That's pretty
about,
dope.
Actually giving value to
music
the
on
plot
stream
owners,
in the house. How you
and then
doing, brother?
even,
No,
like,
it's a
providing
pretty
this,
boring
need
snooze
for the
fest
plot
so
owners
far.
to actually acquire
I mean, I don't
some
have any
of those
problem with the
avatars in
news they put
secondary
out
market
lately.
to
I think
provide
it's all
value to them.
bullish, and
That's
there's
actually
some
something
price
interesting we
dumping.
haven't
It's
considered,
mostly just
but
like a whale.
definitely we're gonna discuss this.
A couple whales dumping the price, just like
But yeah,
Tranquil.
we
Tranquil's
do have a
getting
lot
dumped
of,
on
like,
by a whale.
thoughts on that, and I think thanks
I'm
also
most bullish
for the
Jewel
feedback
right
here
now.
again
You missed
about
it earlier. I bought
the, like, what
$3,500
you
in
think
Jewel.
about,
Took a loan. Getting
like,
ready for that
how
Crystal
you think about
Veil yield
the fact that,
farming.
like, that
Gonna be in
the
it
plot
second
owners and
one.
the guys who just have avatars, how they're different. That totally makes sense. So it's totally in line with what you're thinking about.
No, he doesn't sound American.
Yeah, basically, I think it's been difficult watching a lot of people on the forum. I do think that the announcement it made it seem that the change in the proposal of how colony was going to be
I'm not a big
distributed, or
fan. I mean, it's bullish
basically
news,
split
but
between
it's
Avatar and
expensive.
plot
They
owners.
charge a
It
lot. They
seems
take
like
your
it was already
email,
decided,
but it's
and
bullish. A lot of people
because of
use
that, I
it.
think a lot of people.
I mean,
did
Harmony
lose
One's up,
confidence,
Jewel's up. Can't
and
complain.
I think if it was stated in a way or put to a poll instead of being an official announcement, I think that would have been something that would have been, more palatable, I think. And
I don't know, guys. You want me to
over the
turn
past
this
couple
off?
of
I only
days,
got
there's
about
been a
like
lot of
10, 15 minutes left. We can continue to listen to this or talk about something
emotions
else.
running
It sounds
high,
like it's
and
going
I
to be
think
pretty boring.
if we could have
Up to
had
you.
the announcement done in a different way, or maybe put to a poll, and then said, "Hey guys, we want to take your ideas This is one thing that we're proposing. What do you guys think? As opposed to this is how it's going to go. I think that the whole community would have reacted in a different way as well.
One vote from Farnswoggle is all
just
I
something
need.
to keep in mind going forward
right,
when there are ideas like this.
That exit quietly. Pretty boring. We can wrap this up with. I mean, we can wrap whatever comes out of that tomorrow. We can talk about it again tomorrow. Let's get a little groove on. Let's check how my jewel buy is going. And it's amazing how a price will go down the second after I buy it. Smash the like, bros. Smash the like Jay Wiley says. Jay Wiley. All right. I think I remember. I got to stay on top of my quests because right now I am stacking as much. Right now my focus for the next week is to get as much. I'm not changing anything in Defira. I'm going to continue to let Defira do its thing. I may reevaluate. I'm not saying I'm not capable of doing a pivot, a Silicon Valley pivot. Well, oh my goodness, that was such a funny episode. What's his name? The Jared is? No, it's not Jared, is it? But he's the skinny dude. That guy's so funny on there. And he's like freaking out. And he's walking around the streets asking, "Should we pivot?" I may pivot on the Crystal Bell launch and take some LP out of Defira. It's not that I won't be bullish Defira. It's just that I really want to scoop up as much of that. Because them early days on the yield farms is when you can make the most cabbage, you know. So I may pivot for a second. My exit liquidity is down to it might even be better by then. So I mean, I can withdraw right now to 0.25%, right? So I may take like half this bag out. That's a tough one though. I mean, if we get a week away and Jewel's now $15, I'm probably not going to pivot. And but that's cool that the first LP is going to be Jewel and X Jewel because there's no real risk of a permanent loss. I mean, I guess there technically is. That's interesting because Jewel could go up in price a lot, but then would it buy X Jewel? I mean, that's something to keep in mind, right? If you think Jewel could go up in price a lot. I'm not sure that X Jewel goes up on a rate based on like interest and stuff like that, right? It's kind of similar to St1, so that's an interesting one. Have a nice day, Costco. You too. Have a nice day. Let's see. I assume that means you're bouncing. All right. So yeah, we'll have to see, right? I mean, this is still paying my LP. I'm now, like I said earlier, I'm down about $1,000 my LP. I'm not worried about it. We can reward up. And we can come over here and we can collect our rewards. Let's see what we got. I must not have claimed for 2 days, roughly 2 days, another 7 FIRA. I mean, like $35 a day in FIRA. $30 a day in FIRA, can't complain. What is the price of FIRA in China right now? Yep, we're going to China, 1126. I don't know if that well's still dumping. Price seems to be stabilizing a bit. We're looking at the daily. Price seems to be somewhat stabilizing. I mean, you can see this right here. Massive selling pressure. It's stabilizing a bit. This doesn't surprise me at all. You know, there's going to be some rotator effect going on. People are getting really bullish Mars Colony. People are getting, and the Clooney, I mean, the Clooney, it seems like people are a little bit on the fence. It had a massive dump by a well too. Wells have just been shitting on us hard this week. It did pump up a little. Now it's starting to come back down a little. This looks like a good accumulation phase. My guess is FIRA will probably accumulate around this for a while. Which direction it goes, it'll probably just depend on whether or not we get how soon good news comes out and how good that news is. I gotta imagine they're working on. I'm okay. I don't even care. This FIRA could go down to $5. I'm not panicking. I'm gonna continue to accumulate. I mean, we looked at Jewel, right? Jewel went through the same stuff. This Gen 0 is gonna come out. The thing's most likely gonna pump again. I'm telling you, I could lose all my money that I have in FIRA. I could lose it all. I think that's unlikely to happen. I won't lose any sleep over it. I won't be happy about it, but I won't lose any sleep over it. And as long as you invest like that, you'll be fine. In fact, what I did with Jewel right now is a little bit too. It's a little bit too. What am I trying to say here? It was a bit aggressive. Taking a $3,500 loan out and buying Jewel right now was aggressive. I could be wrong on that one, and that one would hurt a little. That one would hurt a little. It's not going to put me in the poorhouse. It's not going to bankrupt me. I won't enjoy being wrong on that play. I mean, my bet there is I don't think, worst case, I don't think Jewel's going to dump 50%. And if it does, then then I'm only out 1,750. That doesn't include all the rewards I'm going to make while yield farming. So I think that's a really good aggressive bet. I can lose. I mean, you guys have seen my portfolio in the past. I can lose $3,500. Again, I'm not going to enjoy it. I like to win. I like to make money. I don't like to lose money. I think the pot odds, I think the EV is in my favor on that one. All right. So Colony, $2. FIRA, $11.26. Not bad. Trank, 44 cents. That one hurts quite a bit. Again, that's about half my average cost, but that thing is paying. It's been paying me $30 a day for well over a month now, or however long it's been paying FIRA, maybe a month. So $30 on average right now. What I've made at least $1,000 with that, and if I have 11,000, so that's $11,000. That's now down. You say cut that in half. That's now worth about $5,500. So I'm down a decent amount in my FIRA, and I'm not even worried about it at all, right? So I've made 1,000 of that back in yield farming. So I'm down a little bit, straight up. I'm down in Trank, but I'm not worried about it. But I've offset that with being up in FIRA, and I think Trank. I'd be surprised, and I might be wrong, but I'd be surprised if Trank doesn't reach like over $1. There will be some selling pressure here coming within like 13 days, though. I don't know, guys. It could get ugly over here, right? It could get ugly. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it will. Again, I think we're going to hear some Gen Zero news. That'll be bullish for the price. Might be a good opportunity if you get into a nice up position to start looking for taking like your initial off the board, or if you're over invested, right? Take some profits off the board. So we'll have to see how that plays out. I did want to show that Jewel went through the same stuff in the beginning. Just because Jewel did doesn't mean Trank will, though. So again, it's going to be about the team delivering. Let's do that. So Jewel definitely went through its paces. So it came out and then pumped all the way up to $10 and then came all the way back down to $5. So 50% off. And that was between November 21st and December 21st. Then it pumped all the way up to 20. We were Moon Boys talking about $50 and $100 Jewel, and then it fell off a cliff. A little bit of rebound, finished. That was a dead cat bounce, fell all the way down. Now we're moving back up to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Let's compare that to FIRA. Look at the daily. That one came out of the gates swinging. Anyone that bought a big bag and took profits here, man, you living fat, son. So J-curve, baby. This is looking like a good J-curve situation where it goes like this, goes like this. It's going to do its thing for a little bit. This is kind of what I see happening. It's going to do its thing for a little bit. And again, I can be wrong, not financial advice. And I could see something like that. I don't think it's out of the question. I really, Moon Boy, calm down, Tom. Moon Boy, I really think this thing could see, 100 plus. I really do. That the market cap says 1.3 billion, which is wrong. I think that's based on the fact that there's a billion coins. My camera went out. There's really only 100 million coins, so that would take it down to $113 million market cap, fully diluted. Stop making you hard. Is Mike? Oh, there we go. It's like Krieger said on Archer. Whoa, 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 whoa. My penis can only get so erect, right? A little bit of a moon boy, but I don't think it's out of the question for FIRA to push $100 at some point, right? I think $50 back to, all-time highs and pushing like 50. Again, there's only 1/5 of the supply of FIRA, and most of that's locked. So this could definitely hit a supply shock. Most of that's locked. I think this market cap is including FIRA and all that stuff. It's covering everything it does. So it's not out of the question for this to, get a nice explosion, a nice price shock. Now, if this price does go parabolic like this, you're definitely going to want to take some profits off the table because this is one of the things we've learned by being engaged in all this. Time and time again, wells at a certain point will start dumping. There's going to be wells that will dump it on your face. So don't be greedy the next time around. Whether it's been Jewel, whether it's been Colony, whether it's been Tranquil, whether it's been FIRA, eventually a well will start dumping it on your face, right? So you're paying short-term capital gains on all this shit anyway. Take some profits off the table when everyone's greedy. Going forward, when everyone's greedy, with Jewel, I should have been a little bit more aggressive taking profits. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Oh, goodness. All right. I got a few minutes left. If there's anything out there you guys want me to cover, I can definitely cover that. Otherwise, we covered Colony. Did we cover everything in the wells dumping and FIRA? Jewel, lots of good DFK news. I would love to get some of that merchandise. I would love to get on stream with my DFK hat, my DFK shirt. I feel like there's a song. I think it's a Run DMC song. Awkward pause. I don't got anything, guys and gals. I guess we could do a quick look at the crypto markets. another fun morning. I have no idea what's going on with Bitcoin. Do you? Do you have any idea what's going on in the stock market? That's the beauty. Boring ass Bitcoin market. We don't give a shit. We're making money on Harmony One Gaming. I do think Cardano is going to have that opportunity with another penny, guys. Just keeps climbing. This one's going to keep going. This one is going to keep going. Watch. And they're doing this without incentivizing, right? The TVL is going to wait, just freaking wait till liquid finance drops. This thing could easily explode to over. Do you not think this is not going to go over $1 billion? Do you really not think Cardano's not going to go $1 billion plus, multi-billion, 10, 20, 30? Do you really think that's not going to happen? They have a huge grayscale fund. There's a lot of You know who wasn't selling for the most part? Institutions. You know who's selling? Weak ass retail traders that don't know shit. And you wanna know what else? I bring this up all the time, guys. My title should have been, this is why Cardano could go parabolic. Cardano has an extremely low float. There's not a lot of supply. This is a coin. Got me excited. This is a coin that has a really low float. The supply is really low. So when it crashes, it crashes. But when it goes up, it freaking explodes. And if you don't think I know what I'm talking about, you don't think I know what I'm talking about? Explosion to the upside. We're in the midst of what could be another explosion to the upside. Now look, I'm not saying this time around I'm in long-term capital gains. So if we have another explosion to the upside, I'm going to be taking some profits off the board. Eventually this will stop happening. Eventually this will get stable and be kind of normal, right? Maybe the next year, 2, 3 years, this will stabilize and become normal. But as of right now, this has, I think, a high likelihood to continue to explode to the upside. Now, this started to happen with Sunday Swap. And then, people got excited and then, Sunday Swap launch wasn't, actually the Sunday Swap launch was exactly as expected, but, the market, it sold off. Crypto was kind of wars and all this shit didn't help it. But it's picking up steam. If it continues to get that steam, I could see this going to $2-3 quick. And what's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin, baby, 43.3, not bad. If Bitcoin continues to go up, which I think it will, I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin right now. Taekwondo over at Luna, he's buying the shit out of Bitcoin. 10 billion plus. Like his I don't know when he wants to have this 10 million in the bank. I think he's going to continue to buy. I think he wants to be the not the grayscale, the Michael Saylor of the blockchain. That's going to be tremendous. So many good things are starting to come together for this. I'm really excited. Just keep dollar costs, small amounts. We're still like starting to crawl out of fear. This has been an amazing time to buy. I've said numerous times that it could most definitely get a lot worse, but the worse it gets, up your buys, right? I don't have any money to buy right now. Like I said, most of my buying happened in the summer. And right now I'm waiting. I don't think I'm going to have any money left over after taxes, but then going forward, we'll figure it out. I'll be getting money from Colony. I'll be getting money from DFK. I'm going to continue to play those things for the most part. I'm not really going to be doing much with my core holdings. I'll probably continue to just dollar cost average $200, $300, $400 into Bitcoin every month for now. Maybe I'll get to a certain point where I'll cut half of that into Ethereum or whatever, right? Like, again, I would love to buy Cardano here too. Problem is, I've already got a huge ass bag of Cardano. I've already got a huge ass bag of Ethereum. When those were both at all-time highs, my portfolio looked freaking amazing, but like, they were like 35%. As I think Cardano at one point when it was $3 was like 50% of my portfolio. So I want to get into Atom. I want to get into AVAX. I'm on the fence right now about Phantom. I still like it. I'm probably most bullish AVAX, and I'm most bullish. I would be most Luna, right? So for me right now, it's Cardano's my number one coin. Then it would be Ethereum. Bitcoin, I'm not. It's a whole different thing, right? So it would be Cardano, Ethereum, Luna, and then Atom and AVAX are kind of like tied neck and neck. So those are the coins. I would like to start building out better core positions in Luna and Atom and AVAX. Well, I'm going to be getting into AVAX naturally just by doing Crystal Veil over there. So I'm not really going out of my way to buy AVAX right now. I think that'll just naturally start happening, and we'll start building out, crystal positions and whatever else is on AVAX. We'll start learning the system over there. I hear it's kind of expensive. Maybe we don't do shit. Maybe we just spend all our time on DFK over there, make a bunch of money, and take that money and funnel to wherever it's good, right? I'm not sure. So, cool my jets. What am I cooling my jets on? Cardano? Wait, guys. Just wait. My pistolas are locked and loaded. I cannot wait to bang, bang. A bang, bang. All right, I got about 4 minutes. I might as well get to work early. I hope you all have a great day, great evening, great afternoon, great sleep, if that's where you're at. I think my boy Kurt's working on the night moves right now. He's out there doing his thing. You guys are out there doing your thing. You all have a nice day. I'll be back 6:30 a.m. PST. I might get bored tonight. I might hop on the mic. I've been feeling that energy a little bit lately. Did it last night, hang around, just trying to, maybe tonight. I wouldn't count your horses. Is that the expression? Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Love you all. Peace.